the user can type hi to start with the conversation with the Durian chatbots. So this is the main interface of the Durian chatbots. So if the user would like to know more about the shop location, the shop address, the shop opening hours, the shop contact information, he or she can click on the general info buttons. So the chatbot responded to the user by showing the shop address, the shop opening hours, as well as other general informations. So now the user would like to know more about the various types of durian available in our shops. He or she can click on the durian types. So the chatbot responded to the user by showing the various types of the durian available in our shops. So now if the user would like to know more would like to have more information about the specific type of the durians, for example, Wang, he or she can click here to know more. So the chatbot responded to the user by showing the in-depth information of the Wang. For example, the appearance, the taste texture, as well as the place of origin. So now the user would like to know more what are the durians that are available in the promotions. For example, so he or she can click on the latest promotions. So the chatbot responded to the user by showing what are the durians that are currently having promotions. So now if the user would like to order red prawns under the promotions price, so he or she can click here to order. So now the chatbot is asking for personal information. So for example, Junwei. So now the chatbot is asking the user for contact number. So now the chatbot is asking the user for email address. So now the chatbot is asking the user for delivery address. As our shop is offering one box of durian with 400 grams and one box of durian with 800 grams. So the chatbot is asking the user for preference. So for example, 800 grams of red prawns. So now the chatbot is asking the user for the number of boxes that would like to order. For example, 7 boxes. So now the chatbot is asking the user for his or her preference date to be delivered the red prawn durian. For example, 25th of September. So now the chatbot is asking the user for his or her preference delivery time slot that's shown here below. For example, 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. So now, both of the scheduled delivery date and time has been set. So now the chatbot is asking the user for his or her preference payment mode. For example, pay now. So this is the confirmation message, and this is the order ID that can be used for tracking order and cancelling order purpose. So all the custom information has been captured and stored inside the database. So the username is Junwei, and the order ID is number 12, and the status is processing. So now the user would like to track the order, so he or she can click on the track status button. So now the chatbot is asking the user for his or her first name and the last name. So I would like to track the order for Junwei. So the order ID is number 12. So now the chatbot is asking the user for his or her ask order ID. So Junwei order ID is number 12. So the chatbot responded to the user by showing that the order is still currently processing. So now the user would like to cancel the order. So click on the cancel order button. So now the chatbot is asking the user for his or her first name and the last name. For example, would like to cancel the order for Junwei. So the chatbot is asking for the order ID. So Junwei order ID is number 12. So the chatbot responded to the user that the order has been cancelled and also updated in the database. Processing, refresh, cancel. So now the user would like to provide feedback to the shop about the services and the qualities. So click on the feedback button. So the chatbot asking the user to complete the survey. So now the chatbot is asking the user to provide his or her email address. For example, Junwei. And first name and the last name is also Junwei. So all the response feedback and the personal particulars has been captured and stored inside the customer feedback database. Junwei. So now of the same user, so now the same user, for example Junwei, would like to track his or her ordering status. So he or she can click on this track status. Junwei order ID is number 12. So the chatbot responded to the user that the order has been cancelled. So if the same user would like to cancel the order with the same ID, the chatbot will respond with another message. Because the record has already been cancelled and there will be no further action required from the backend. So now the user would like to have some small chat with the chatbot. He or she can type anything. So now the user would like to order something that are not related to the durians. The chatbot will respond with another kind of message. For example, the user would like to order chocolate milk. So the chatbot will respond to the user that this platform is selling durians. So, and given the option for the user to choose one of the choices here below to continue with the conversations, or enter no to end the chat with us. So if the user does not want to chat with the chatbot, so he can type no. Okay, thank you.